Did you know that you can rent Canon cameras and lenses for free? In fact, that's how I've been able to rent so many different cameras and lenses for my YouTube videos, like the Canon R1, the RF24-105 f2.8, and the R5C, and many more. And it's all through Canon's membership program known as Canon Professional Services. And from what I can tell, not many people are fully aware of this program. So I wanted to share all about this program in this video and how you could take advantage of it to actually rent cameras and lenses for free. Let's get right into it. First off, not just anyone can join the Canon Professional Services program. The easiest membership to apply for is known as student, and this just needs you to be 18 years or older and have a valid student ID. This one is completely free, so there's no annual fee, and you don't need to have any points accumulated. All the other memberships, silver, gold, platinum, and cinema, require some points to qualify. But how are those points decided? Basically, you need to have an account with the Canon website, and you can register your Canon products through that account. And every product is worth a certain amount of points. And products include their cameras, lenses, printers, and flashes. So you really should be registering all of your products through their website. The more products you have, the more points you have, and the better membership you qualify for. I will leave a link to the full list of products that qualify for points. But for a simple example, the R1 is worth 12 points, while the R50V is worth 4. Above the student membership, you have the silver membership. This one also has no annual fee, but it does require that you have at least 10 points of products registered on their website. Unfortunately though, silver isn't the best membership because you actually won't take advantage of all the extra perks that I'm gonna go over later on in this video. So let's talk about gold, platinum, and cinema. To qualify for a gold level membership, you need to have at least 20 points, and for platinum, that is 40 points. And all you need to qualify for the cinema membership is a cinema product. So something like the C50 or C400. But these memberships have an annual fee that you need to pay. So for gold, it's actually fairly affordable at $100 for the year. And then for platinum, it is $300 for the year, while cinema is the most expensive at $1,000 for the year. I have a platinum membership and I don't think it's worth going to the cinema membership for me yet, but it is an option if that is something important to you. I think the best bang for buck for most people will probably be the gold membership. As you'll see when we dive into the perks and benefits of each membership, it effectively pays for itself really quickly if you take advantage of all those perks. So what are the benefits of being a Canon Professional Service member? First off, you get discounts on repairs. So if you drop your camera or your lens and maybe the focusing isn't working as well or the image stabilization seems a little off, you can send it into Canon and they'll actually do a repair. Normally that's going to cost you the full amount, but as a Canon Professional Service member, you get a discount from 10% in the student all the way up to 30% for platinum and cinema. Depending on your membership level as well, they can give you a loan to have while they repair your camera or lens. So let's say I need to send in the C50 for repair, they'll actually send me a C50 in the meantime, so I'm not without a camera. You also get free return shipping, but as a platinum member, I get free shipping both to send it and to return the product. You also get access to Canon's maintenance service. This is where Canon will actually go through and clean the sensor, the optics of your lens, and different parts of your camera to make sure it's working at its top shape. They may find something is wrong with the camera, but they'll let you know and give you an estimate for that repair with the appropriate discount. You also get up to 2 10% discount promo codes to use on their website. So if you intend to buy one of their cameras, that 10% can be well above the $100 or even $300 you pay for the annual membership. That alone, I think, makes the membership worth it. And of course, you get access to their loan program, which is what they call renting their cameras and lenses. Being able to rent cameras and lenses from Canon is easily my favorite part about being a Canon Professional Services member. But before you make an account and start renting from Canon, there's a few things you'd want to know. First off, not all of their equipment is available for rent. There's a webpage you can visit so you can see all the different equipment you are able to rent from them. And you'll notice that depending on your membership level, you may have access to some cameras and lenses and not others. On that note, only gold members and higher can actually rent from this program. If you're a silver or student member, you simply cannot actually rent from Canon. The other thing you should know is that these loans are for 10 days. However, it ends up being closer to 7 or 8 days because the 10 days includes them actually receiving the package on that 10th day. And so to make sure that shipping back to them doesn't get too expensive, I like to ship it to them about 2 to 3 business days ahead of that due date. And that leads me to my next point. The only payment you have to make for these loans is for the return shipment. So technically you could actually keep it 9 days and maybe do overnight shipping if you want to pay that extra fee for expedited shipping. But other than that, it's really easy to rent from Canon. It works like this. You send an email to this CPS loan email. You request a piece of equipment from their acquired list with your membership number, and then simply they'll reply back with a date of when the shipment should arrive and when the rental is due back to them. They'll need someone to sign off the package when it arrives at your address, so just be sure someone there is present and doesn't necessarily need to be you. And then you have that whole time to use it as you'd like until you have to ship it back and make it arrive on that 10th day. Now you might be thinking that isn't free, especially because you have to pay for the annual membership and you have to pay for the shipment back. But let's compare renting through the loan program versus renting through an online rental house like lensrental.com. If we want to rent the Canon R6 Mark III from lensrental.com, that's $160. That's already more than the price of the annual gold membership for the Canon professional services. And if you ship it early enough, you can get away with like a $20 to $50 shipment fee. So you're well under that $160 fee from lensrental.com. And the great part is that you can do this for as many cameras and lenses as you'd like. The only limitation Canon has is that you can only rent their equipment twice. So I rented the R1 once already to do a few videos on it. And so I'm allowed to rent it one more time before I am unable to continue to rent it. That is the biggest downside, but for me, I'm not usually needing to rent it more than twice. I like renting it so that I can make these videos for you guys. And of course, it allows me to see maybe that is a product I would like to upgrade and buy in the future. So are you going to be joining Canon Professional Services? Let me know why or why not in the comments section below. If you have any more questions about Canon Professional Services and actually renting their equipment, leave it in the comments section and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I appreciate every single one of you who do, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.